Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Archer+Alex. My name is Alex, I am the owner and lead soap maker here, and I'm super excited because today we're kicking off Pride Month with our very first soap of our Y2Gay Secret Soap Series. So, this soap is going to be inspired by the Transgender Pride Flag, and we're going to be doing some cool, like, in the pot swirl moment. We haven't done one of those in a while. So if you're curious to see how this first soap for our Pride series starts off, make sure you keep on watching and we're going to get right into it. You guys, it's our first Pride soap of the Y2Gay Pride Collection series, and I'm so excited. And the first one that we're starting up with, if you can't tell by these gorgeous colors, is for our trans siblings, and I couldn't be more excited. So we're gonna start off with our lye water solution. So in here I have some titanium dioxide because this is going to be inspired by the trans flag, of course, but it's not like going to be a layered soap design for this particular soap. So in here I have my sodium lactate and my titanium dioxide. So I wanted to get that blitzed up real quick, quickly put our lid back on, because you know, life safety over here. And then in this bowl we have our standard batch oils. You know how it goes. It is the olive oil, the coconut oil, the grapeseed oil, and the castor oil. Super creamy, super beautiful bar. And then we also have our inclusion of coconut milk powder and our kaolin clay. So I'm gonna give that a quick blitz just to kind of bring that entire situation together. All right, so we are done blending. I have a little bit of oil on top of our soap. That is okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in by hand because, honey, we're doing another swirled soap. I'm obsessed with them right now. So I just wanna make sure that we have as much working time as possible, especially because the fragrance blend that I'm using today, we're gonna call it our candy flip fragrance because we've used it in multiple like candy products or candy themed products. But it's basically, the best way to describe it is that it's like a strawberry milkshake. And if y'all know anything about soap making or fruit fragrances in general, they like to accelerate a bit. And with titanium dioxide already in this diva, I don't want to risk it. You know, we want this to turn out good, right? So we have that all mixed. I'm gonna go ahead and prep our bowls. Cool. So I will put the fragrance notes for this fragrance oil down below. That way y'all can, or down in this area, that way y'all can kind of like disseminate and maybe try to figure out what the secret soap fragrance is. But here we have our Micas. So we have Raspberry Mica by Brambleberry. I love her, you know I do. And then I also have Blue Slushy Mica, which this is the first time that I've used this. And I'm very impressed so far. So those will be our pink and blue. So now that we're ready, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to add in our fragrance oil. We're gonna just stir it in by hand, hope for the best. I know that the strawberry fragrance component in here does play well in soap. It is the other components in here that I've been working on that I can't be for certain. All right. So now let's pour off some of our soap base. So I'm really excited for this soap series, to be quite honest, because y'all don't know, I'm not going to be telling you guys what the names of these soaps are, I don't think. But they're going to be split into 2 categories. So for our artisan soap formula, we're focusing on sweet. That's the theme. And then for our ready to wash friends, we're doing kind of like a spicy fragrance situation over there. Okay, let's make sure this is going to be perfect. I may have added way too much, but honestly, I think that's perfect. For a strawberry milkshake situation that has the Trans Pride Flag design, like, that is beautiful. Okay. Come on, Alex, don't second guess yourself. And then we're gonna add in our blue. And I know blue can be a little aggressive. So this one we are literally just going to drizzle, stir until we're perfect, because I do not want this blue to like overpower. See, like, I think this is going to be maybe just enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay. My gut is saying, or my heart is saying, pour more in. But my gut is telling me, don't do it. So I'm going to compromise and just add a thimble, if you can even call it that. Okay, that was the correct move. There we go. On my side, it was still throwing a little bit of like a gray almost, but now it's like that really pretty, like, powdery baby blue. Okay, gorgeous, beautiful. And see, I knew she's gonna try it on me. That white, the titanium dioxide. All right, so are we gonna do a drop swirl, or am I gonna do in the pot? YOLO, in the pot. Because we haven't done one of those in a while, and I think it'll actually give me more of the look that I'm looking for. So I'll put, like, attach to the screen my sketch for what I wanted this bar to turn into. But I can't, I'm so excited. This Y2K, like I said earlier, this Y2K Pride theme. I don't know what kind of got me in the mood to do this. I just, like, for some reason, I've just been really inspired by, like, the turn of the millennium aesthetic, especially when it comes to, like, music. And so I listen to a lot of music, and look at how that beautiful that is, just even in the container. My Lord. But yeah, so that's been kind of what I've been doing, is listening to a lot of music. And because I listen to music a lot whenever I'm creating collections, it spills into my soap making. And so now we're getting a Y2K Pride theme collection. So everything is going to be like, I mean, you probably, yeah, it's going to be definitely that, like, Y2K aesthetic. We're doing, like, pastels a little bit, but we're gonna be doing like more vivids. Like I told you, we're doing like the sweet and spicy side of this collection. So we're doing more fruity, sweet theme things for the artisan soaps. And then I'm getting really fun and experimental with the ready to wash soap. So those soaps are all going to be very just like queer culture coded. Beautiful. And since you guys aren't here to tell me not to, I am going to get the, since I don't know where I put the chopsticks, we are going to kind of dot, no, we're gonna do more of a controlled drizzle with the popsicle stick. Y'all, what if I did another like Y2K collection eventually, but I focused on like themes of the 90s? So I would be thinking like that one turquoise and purple swirl that we all know and love. That would absolutely be a part of it. I don't know what I would fragrance that with though. So you'd have to, maybe that'll be our question of the day. If you were to do a Y2K themed soap with me, what soap would you want to make? Be it a artisan soap, a ready to wash soap, a sea salt soap. And then tell me what it would be fragranced with and what it would look like. Gorgeous, because that would be kind of fun if we did like a community soap collection where people could submit their ideas, right? And then we do kind of like a contest and a poll. Some of the better ideas or whatever, the community votes that they like the best. Those get turned into concepts and products. And then we release it to the community and we do more of like a discounted collection or something, or do like a community box bundle where you could get the bundles of everything to try everything out at a better price. That would be so cool actually. Because I've been thinking about doing a subscription box, and something like that would be cool. Like once a year as a community between here, TikTok, Instagram, like we all go over into the archer+Alex Discord, and then we literally just have fun and we create a collection together. I mean, I would be so down for that. All right, so I'm gonna spritz this down with 91% isopropyl alcohol. That way she does not get ashy on us. And then I will be back in probably about 24 to 48 hours, just so that this has a real chance to kind of like set in the mold. All right, so we are back a little over 18 hours later, I would say. I underestimated how quickly this was going to saponify. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way real quick, and we will get this out of the mold. It's not too sticky, which I love. I kind of forget how amazing sodium lactate is, especially once it's like newer sodium lactate, how quickly soap tends to set up and easy it releases from the mold. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is what our soap looks like. I think it's perfect, but we are going to, of course, cut this into our bars. That way I can show everyone what that inside looks like. Okay. Yeah, this bar is definitely a lot firmer. Oh my goodness. That is perfection. That is exactly what I had in mind. You have the nice little swirl on top and that beautiful swirl inside. I knew, I had a feeling I was going to do a drop swirl, but I had a feeling that the in the pot swirl was going to be exactly what I wanted. But alrighty, so we're going to head back to Alex in the studio to wrap up this video, and we're going to see everyone in the next making video for our next Pride Collection soap. Alright, so that is how I created our Trans Pride Flag inspired soap. So it looks really cool, it smells incredible. Here's a closer look at our soap. Look at how incredible this looks. So this soap will get planed. We'll bevel the edges so that it's a nice experience for everybody who orders one. And I can't wait for the reveal of all of our soap names. So make sure you keep on watching. Make sure you follow our Instagram or TikTok. We have that listed down in the description below. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you want to join the Brat Pack over here on YouTube. We're going to be making more soaps for our Pride Secret Soap Series, Y2Gay. So I'm super excited. I will see you all in the next one. So until next time, stay safe, stay happy, and toodles.